students, welcome back to our class. Today once again I am here to talk with you about a new lesson. So dear students, as you know that we started our revision. In the last video we revised our second lesson. Now I am going to tell you about the third lesson, that is the Harappan civilization. So students, as you know that Harappan civilization is the earliest civilization. So first we will see how this civilization got the name Harappan civilization. So listen, archaeological excavation began in 1921 CE at Harappa. Means the excavation process began at Harappa. Harappa is the name of place which is in Punjab state, and this place is situated on the bank of Ravi river, Harappa. So due to this, civilization is known as Harappan civilization because the excavation began at Harappa. That's why this civilization got the name Harappan civilization. Similarly, at the same time, excavation were also started at another places. For example, Mohenjo-daro. At Mohenjo-daro also the excavation began. Mohenjo-daro is the 650 km to the south of the Harappa. There were also excavation carried out and the remains found. Other Harappan sites are also there. For example, Lothal, Daimabad, Kalibangan and Dholavira. These are also the Harappan sites where the excavation carried out. So students, the excavation were carried out at Harappa, and which is carried out these other sites which we learn: Mohenjo-daro, Lothal, Kalibangan, Daimabad and Dholavira. The remains found at Harappa and these other sites. So between these remains, the remains which found these sites, so there was resemblance. In that remains there was resemblance. Resemblance means similarity. Means what they found at Harappa and to other sites, Mohenjo-daro, Lothal, Daimabad, like that. So in that remains or in that evidences, similarity or resemblance. That's why these sites, Lothal, Kalibangan, Daimabad, Dholavira and Mohenjo-daro, are also known as Harappan sites. You can see these sites into the map. So students, now we have to learn the characteristics of the Harappan civilization. So first characteristic is housing and town planning. So students, the houses and other structures of Harappan civilization were made up of baked bricks. Means they used baked bricks to construct their houses. Some other constructions were also carried out with the help of unbaked bricks and stones. Means with the baked bricks they also use unbaked bricks and stones. The houses had wells, bathrooms and toilets. Means the houses of the Harappan civilization consist wells, bathrooms and toilets. There was an excellent drainage system. Second thing, the houses of Harappan civilization were built in the rectangular blocks created by them. And each town or the towns of the Harappan civilization were divided into 2 or more sections, and each section had separate fortification. Means nowadays our towns are divided in different colonies. But at that time in Harappan civilization, the towns were divided or more than 2 sections. Okay, but each and every section had its own means separate fortification. So this we learn housing and town planning. Second characteristics of the Harappan civilization is seals and pots. Means now we have to learn about the seals and pots of the Harappan civilization. So students, the seals of the Harappan civilization were mainly in square shape. The seals of the Harappan civilization were in square shape and they were made up of a stone called statite. Statite is the name of the stone from which they made the seals. Second thing, the seals of Harappan civilization bear the pictures of animals. Means on the seals of the Harappan civilization there were pictures of animals. Which animals? Bulls, buffaloes, cows, elephants, rhinos, tigers, etc. And some imaginary animals picture were also there. For example, unicorn. Unicorn is an imaginary animal. These seals of Harappan civilization were also used as a stamp. As a stamp also they use the seals. You can see the seals of Harappan civilization into picture. Now we have to see the pots of the Harappan civilization. So students, the pots of the Harappan civilization you can see into picture. On the pots of Harappan civilization there were designs, and this design includes interlocking circles, fish scales and people leaves. So like that design was there on the pots of Harappan civilization. So another characteristic of the Harappan civilization is the Great Bath. The Great Bath. This is the very important characteristic. So students, a spacious bath has been discovered at Mohenjo-daro. In the beginning of the lesson we saw Mohenjo-daro is also one of the Harappan sites. So the Great Bath found at Mohenjo-daro. Why this bath is known as Great Bath? Now we have to see. So the tank in that Great Bath was 2.5 meter deep, 12 meters long and 7 meters wide. Means this much big and was there in that bath. That's why this bath is known as the Great Bath. And it was made up of baked bricks. To avoid the seepage or leakage of the water, they used baked bricks to make the bath. There was a provisions for draining, cleaning and refilling of the tank. So this is known as the Great Bath. You can see into the picture. Another characteristics we have to see life in the Harappan civilization. How they were living, what was their occupation, what was their culture, these all things we will learn. The Harappan civilization people practice agriculture. Means Harappan civilization people were familiar with the agriculture. How? Because the excavation which carried out at Kalibangan, so during the excavation they found a plug field. Plug field you can see into picture. So this plug field supports that Harappan civilization people were practicing agriculture because plug field. So students, plug field means the land which is made ready for sowing the seeds. The land is known as plug field. So this evidence supports that Harappan civilization people were practicing agriculture. So now which crop they were cultivating? So wheat and barley were the major crops. Other crops are peas, sesame and lentils. And last, Harappan civilization people were also familiar with the cotton. So students, Harappan civilization people were cultivating the crop of cotton. So it shows that they were used to weave the cloths. Means they were also using the cloths because they were familiar with the cotton crop. So it supports that Harappan civilization people were also using cloths. Means in excavation what remains found So this tells us that Harappan civilization, men and women, both were using knee-length cloth. Means their clothes were up to knee length, up to the knee. Upper garments they were also using. Second thing, they were also using ornaments. Many types of ornaments have been found in excavation, and the ornaments were made of gold, copper, and precious stones. Women were wearing the bangles right up to their upper arm. You can see the picture of the Harappan civilization ornaments. Last characteristic of Harappan civilization is trade. If they were practicing agriculture, so it shows that they were also familiar with the trade. Within India also they were carried out the trade, and beyond India they also carried out the trade. The Indus Valley, important thing you have to mind, Harappan civilization is also known as Indus Valley civilization. Indus is the name of river which is also known as Sindhu river, that you have to mind. So Indus Valley cotton was famous for its high quality. Means Harappan civilization time cotton crop was very famous due to its high quality. This cotton was exported in other regions like West Asia, Southern Europe and Egypt. The traders of the Harappan civilization provided muslin cloth to the Egypt. Muslin is a type of cloth which is very fine. You can see into picture. So this cloth was provided by Harappan civilization traders to the Egypt. They were not only exporting the things, some things they were importing also. So which that now we have to see: silver, zinc, gemstones, rubies, deodar wood. Such things were imported from Kashmir, South India, Iran, Afghanistan and Balochistan. So means export and import they were knowing. So one important thing we have to learn about the trade, that is the trade was carried out by using both land route also and sea route also. So one important thing we have to mind, that if they were carried out their trade by using sea route, so it shows that they were also used the ships. So students, at last we have to see the decline of the Harappan civilization. The reasons for the decline of Harappan civilization. Decline means end. Why Harappan civilization ended? So first reason is frequent floods, invasion by foreign tribes and decline in trade. So these are the major reasons behind the decline of Harappan civilization. Some other reasons are natural. For example, irregular monsoon, earthquakes, change into sea level. These are also the reason behind the decline of Harappan civilization. Due to this, the people migrated from one place to another place, and due to this all reasons, Harappan civilization declined or ended. So students, in this way, today we completed our lesson, that is Harappan civilization. I hope you understand it.